I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. Crystal Mitchell, do you have my business plan?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And today, Crystal, we're going to have a fabulous show.
We are. I brought the Magic Man for you.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. The herbalist, we hear there's going to be a herbalist in the studio.
So I know you've been asking for him. Quite frequently, you've been asking.
Yeah.
So we didn't found.
I've been looking for this herbalist, and we also have another guest here today who's going to be talking to us a little bit about some of the great artwork and great work that she's done for a lot of people.
Right. She's one of my clients.
And she's also doing some work for me.
Right. See, she's just all around out there. We're supporting our community.
That's what I'm talking about.
What we're supposed to be doing, right?
See, we are the real CRA. Community Reinvestment Act. We're putting back in our community.
Exactly. We make sure that we give them business. We make sure that opportunities, that we support them, which is what's supposed to happen.
That's exactly
community.
What it is. We're trying to keep those dollars circulating a little longer.
And it's so funny that yesterday I was, our community sometimes is so disconnected, right? If it's not happening next door to you or in your home or in your apartment or what have you, it's just like we live in a vacuum.
Exactly.
And we don't know what's going on.
We don't know what's going on. We don't care about what's going on.
Right. And then one day you're like, well, when did that happen?
Uh-huh.
And, with things changing. So there was an article that came out in our weekly, which is one of our local magazines. Mm-hmm. And so it was talking about the Urban League building.
Yes.
Now, the Urban League building was sold in March of 2017.
Yes.
The Urban League moved out May to 2017.
Right.
Well, now the community is just recognizing.
They're just finding out.
They're just finding this out, right?
Lord.
So it was an article in the paper, and everybody was just going, "When did that happen? Oh my God!" And then it went on to talk about the gentrification, and they're just taking everything from us. We don't even know these things are going on, and so I kept reading, and I was like, "Okay, Krista, just stay out of it. Just stay out of it." And then somebody made a comment that, how are all our organizations losing stuff? So, of course, I couldn't stay out of it any longer, right? Because we didn't made it personal.
That's right.
So then I had to come back and say, give them first the history. Mm-hmm. And secondly, that our organizations are not the buildings that we're in.
Exactly.
Our organizations are live in the sense that we need your support.
Exactly.
And things wouldn't be happening. And so somebody made the comment, well, they're just taking everything. No, we're kind of giving it away.
Yeah.
Because this took place in March.
Yeah. And
where have you been?
We're asleep.
Where were you when all of this was going on? And trust me, it did not happen overnight.
Oh, for sure. Plus, it was in the newspapers. It was all over.
All over the place.
Yeah.
So let's be. But since you guys, I said, so we're gonna make this a teaching moment.
Yes.
So since you guys are all out there and you care about our community and you're gonna support our organizations, let me tell you who they are. So you can have. So let me make sure you know who the organizations are. There are 10 specific organizations in this community that are here for the business community. Yeah. And they're here to help you. Yeah. So let me give you. So then I said, and so that we're very clear who's disseminating this information. This is Crystal, the co-director of Recycle Black Dollar. Mm-hmm. So now I have been at all of these meetings, at all of these events, and how come I haven't seen none of you guys over here talking?
That's my point. And then they shut up, right?
Right. And so then somebody made a comment, well, when was the last time, just in general, was in the building? Have anybody been in the building 30 years ago? I said, yeah, as a matter of fact, we just hosted a workshop there just on Wednesday.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I said, but why don't you give them a call? Yes. They'd love to hear from you.
See, that's what's been going on, and that's why we're in the shape we are today, because no one is paying attention, and then if they do pay attention, it's after the fact.
It's after the fact.
So they're like Johnny come lately.
Right, and then they're like, oh my God, what happened?
Uh-huh.
No, nothing. It's been going on, but we have to be supported.
Yes.
As organizations, we need you not to come out when it's time for Calvary.
Mm-hmm.
We need not to get to the Calvary status. We need you to be supporting. And so, RBD has a link to our resource guide. It's digital. So I put that in the box. I said, so here's what we're going to do. In this teaching moment, we're going to support all our organizations because we just care so much right now, because I see all this love on this site right now. So, and we're going to support all our businesses. So you will find the organizations and plenty of black businesses that you can support in the resource guide. And while you're at it, become a member of RBD.
That's what I'm talking
because now
about.
we can keep you informed and you won't be like in shock.
Right. Not knowing what's going on in your community.
In your community.
For those of you who are just tuning in to this program, you're on the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan. You're a small business paramedic. And for those of you who really don't know what the Business Zone is all about, the Business Zone, as you can see back here, is a platform where business entrepreneurship and supply diversity come together to provide success and opportunities for small business in our community, in our region, and within our state. So give us a call if you have any questions, any concerns about any issues that might be plaguing you as far as your small business is concerned, or within your community. Give us a call. Crystal and I will be happy to address those concerns for you.
We most certainly will. So we had a good day on Wednesday, didn't we?
Yes. Wednesday was phenomenal. It was it was our pilot program.
It was our pilot program.
And for those of you who don't know what that pilot program is all about, Crystal and I, we launched Contract Readiness, Business Readiness Mastermind Program to help small businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. And we did some outreach, and we brought in about 30 people.
We had actually in the room 30 people.
40 sign up.
44 signed up, and then we had about 30. I think it was probably a little bit more than 30.
Probably
I think we might have 34, 35 people that actually came, and very excited. I've been getting calls all morning.
Very good, very good.
Week. Yeah.
We're going to make an example of those small businesses. We're really going to get them prepared and take them to obtaining a meeting with contract providers so they can, start vying for contract opportunities. And also, our new strategic partner, the SBA, wanted us to make sure we take these businesses to them so they can provide loans and financial assistance to them. So we're excited about that.
And we definitely are. And I think everybody in the class they seemed to be very committed, very connected. Some of them had their certifications. They weren't quite sure what to do with them.
Right.
Some of them have had and they expired. Some of them, one lady I spoke with today, she said, we demystified the whole set.
Oh, really? Wow.
And I was like, I heard that from 3 or 4 people.
Wow.
That was the first time they heard it so clearly and saw that they too could participate in that field. They always thought, or in that arena, they always thought that it was
for somebody else
and not for them. So we demystified it just in the 2 hour and a half.
That's great. That's good to know.
Yeah, that's really good.
Because one thing we want to let small businesses know, that everything that people purchase, people procure, is out there in these government entities for opportunities. Everything, whether it's a cell phone, whether it's paper, whether it's broom, whether it's mop, a carpet, forestry, whatever it is, there is a department out there that is looking to procure their services.
Exactly. And so they just didn't know that. I mean, and that's, one of the, in addition to helping our businesses become contract ready and business ready and bank loan ready, Demetria says, how do I sign up? You give us a call at 323-447-7272.
That's correct.
We'll tell you how to do that.
That's correct.
But one of the things that Well, I was talking to one of the ladies that was at the event, and
Yeah.
she was saying she wanted to make sure she was so happy that she had found us. This is the lady that came from the Inland Empire.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so
yes.
that's a heck of a drive.
That's a commitment there. That's a commitment.
That's a commitment. And so she was saying that she wanted to make sure that she was running her business correctly. And she said, and I know there's some things I just don't know,
Yeah.
but I want to know how to do that. And
Yeah.
so she's in the catering business, and I
Good.
was telling her, I said, it's very important, especially when you're in food services.
Yes.
And it's interesting. We went into this direction was because I was talking to someone at my bank, Broadway Federal, the black bank, on Friday.
The black one.
The black one. So I was talking to a friend of mine, Butch Grimes, and Butch has a radio show, and we were talking, and he was saying a friend of his had come up to him, and it wasn't him, it was somebody else, that they were a vendor for the very first time at Taste of Soul.
Oh, really?
Right. So now, Taste of Soul on the average get about 250,000 plus people.
Really?
Yeah, for that full
Ooh.
day. It's a lot of people.
That's a good target market there.
I set out this go round because I just wasn't in the mood for all those people.
Yeah.
But 250,000 people. Okay? So this friend of mine, was telling me, he said, and so his buddy said, I'm going to do this for the first time. So he only had enough food for 2,500 people.
Oh, my Lord. So you ran out of food early.
Like within the first 20 minutes, what? So I was telling her, I said...
Doesn't he know that when you have an event and there's black people there, black people are always hungry?
Right, exactly.
They know that?
So 25, that wasn't even 1%.
Yeah.
What was the point of even going out, right?
Man. I guess that was a learning moment.
That was a teaching moment. Because why even come out? What was the preparation for 2,500
It's like
people?
coming out with a bowl of food when there's hundreds of people out there.
Right. Now you have a party and everybody's sharing the same
Exactly.
party mix.
Hey, you want a grain of rice?
Here, you get one piece of rice. We got to make this spread out.
Exactly.
I got 75 people coming. So I told her, I said, so in that teaching moment, I said, you have to evaluate. And I said, that's some of the things that we're going to talk to you in the workshop. Evaluate whether that proposal is worth you even trying to achieve, right? Can you even make this happen?
Yes.
For the amount of money that you have to invest.
Exactly.
So a booth at Taste of Soul is $5,000.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you gotta be ready to make more than $5,000.
Right. And so you don't want to just go there and get your money back.
Right. You don't want to make $5,500 or $5,005.
Right. So you need to be coming away with,
you want to double or triple
all
that.
your expenses, all your whatever, your net should be at least 4 to 5 times more than what it took you to do that, right?
Yeah.
So that, you have to have those things. So she was like, oh my God, you're absolutely right. So I told her that's what some of the things that she was going to be learning.
I'm really looking forward to this this program that we're launching. And once we finalize the date for the next workshop, we want to put it out there real quickly. We're going to select 2 groups of participants. One of them will be the group that's already acquired their certification. They're almost ready to go. And then the other group will be the group that's not really ready to go. They need a lot more hand-holding. We're going to hold their hands. We're going to guide them. Because there's no one out there doing what we're doing, Crystal.
Right.
No one is holding their hands to take them to the promised land. That's what we do.
Exactly.
Because we're advocates.
We're advocates. That's what we do. And we want you to succeed. If you succeed, we succeed.
That's right.
So it's not, and you can go anywhere for the certification.
Oh, yeah.
You really
can go anywhere you want.
Right. But again, it's...
Won't have anyone holding your hands.
Right. So we understand that. Well, because then, when I first met you, or when I was at the workshop that Sharon Evans was having, and I was going, wow, there should be a lot of people that should have their certification, as I'm listening to the contracts, and then she tells me there's 1,500. And now that was at that time. So now when I did my research, it's 1,100. So I guess
it went down.
400 of them disappeared.
Went down.
And 1,700 corporations. But out of 600 and something thousand minority-owned businesses, then we got to increase those numbers.
And the thing is, the federal government is procuring over $200 billion in procurement services, products and services. We need to get in on a piece of that.
I quite agree with you. I want to read something to you, though, because, we, with all the craziness going on, and I thought I had printed it, but let me see if I can pull it up, because this is something that you said earlier this month, and we were talking about the things that's going on in Washington with the man, the new man there.
The new man there.
That new man. As I heard today, they're calling them knuckleheads now. So with the knuckleheads in Washington, but with all of the craziness that's going on in the country and all the news and all the distractions and so forth that we see, this new budget that they're ratifying or trying to push through Congress will eliminate 66 programs.
Really?
And so some of them, they're on the chopping block. So agricultural, they're going to reduce the budget $855 million. So they're getting rid of the International Food for Education program.
Oh my Lord!
The Rural Business Cooperative Services, which is probably fitting in with your programs up in Santa Rosa, right?
Exactly.
Rural water and waste disposal programs. Single-family housing direct loans.
What?
That's just under that one. Commerce Department, $633 million. The Economic Development Administration, Manufacturing Extension Partnership. Here's one for you. Minority Business Development Agency.
No. They're getting rid of the department?
National or Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Grant and Education Program. That was under, what was that one under? That was under Commerce.
I cannot believe that.
The Education Department, $4.976 billion. The 21st Century Community Learning Centers, Comprehensive Literacy Development Programs, Federal Supplement Educational Opportunity Grants, Impact Aid Payments for Federal Property.
Wow.
Student Support and Academic Enrichment Grants, Supporting Effective Instruction State Grants, and Teacher Quality Partnerships. Energy Department, getting rid of all research, the Advanced Research Project, the Advanced Technical Vehicle Manufacturing Loan Program, mixed, let's see, then we'll get into Health and Human Services, Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality, Community Service Block Grants, Health Professionals and Nursing Training Programs, Low-Income Housing Energy Assistance Programs.
Wow.
And let's see. Then we get into our communities, housing and urban. This is $4.123 billion. Choice neighborhoods, community development blocks, home investment partnership programs, self-help and assisted home ownership programs. And then you go into the interior, the abandoned mines, Justice Department, state criminal alien assistant program.
So they're doing all of that just to make sure that they bring in funding for this opioid program that they're talking about.
Or the wall.
That is ridiculous.
And then the last two, you have the migration and seasonal farm workers, which is kind of your area there.
Right.
OSHA.
What?
OSHA training grants and senior community service employment programs, which affects some of us that are seniors. The Asian Foundation, earmarked appropriations for nonprofit organizations, the East-West Center, and transportation, no more infrastructure investments.
No more.
Treasury Department, global agriculture.
Isn't that what he was talking about? We're going to do infrastructure.
So my question is, here's one. Inter-American Foundation, legal services. Of course, we knew he was throwing out the arts. Neighborhood Reinvestment Corporation, Appalachian region. So this is his community.
How about the Russian Assistance Fund?
No, that stays.
That stays, right?
Those are the programs
That is ridiculous.
Now, what does this country look like? We look like a third world country without service programs.
You know, I try not to be too political, but I think we need to hurry up and impeach that dude.
But we need to be awoke.
Yes.
We definitely need to be awoke because
is unbelievable.
those are some serious programs.
It is.
Home ownership.
Think about it.
That means nobody's to rent, nobody's to own a home anymore.
The MBDA program is so instrumental in helping minority groups and organizations in the communities. They get a maximum of $100 million in terms of what they do. $100 million, that's all they get for the whole country.
Wow.
You see what I mean? And he's getting rid of that just to put up some stupid wall that's already there.
Yeah.
And just because he wants to talk to his constituents in those areas over there.
And probably move money to people just like that one with the white fish.
Yeah.
I mean, to move
$300 million for
over.
unqualified contractor.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Unbelievable, man.
So we need to wake up.
We need to make some noise.
Because this is serious stuff. It's just not the nonsense that we see on television.
It is.
This is stuff this is how we do business.
That's right.
Because if you remove all those programs, what happens to the small business owner?
Oh, man.
When I saw that,
So they published that today.
Yeah, that was published today. 66 of them, and I'll forward it over to you.
My day is shot now. I want to go home. I want to go home right now.
It's the stuff, and sometimes somebody said it on Facebook. It's like, wow, every time you open up your Facebook, every time you open up your Google, there's some sort of bad news stories. Yeah. But we can't sleep them.
That's true.
Because you can look up and I don't know.
Yeah.
The blacks, we already know what they want to do with us.
Next thing you know, your neighbor.
Well, they can't deport us.
Your neighbor no longer looks like Ardina. She looks Russian.
And they can't deport us, but although there was one of the congressmen, Buchanan, said he was setting up legislation to create racial zones.
Oh my Lord!
So that blacks will be in black areas and contained, and Hispanic, the ones that can live here, can stay. The rest of them they're kicking out, and whites. He says it's against God's natural balance for races to intermingle with one another. That's some deep stuff, right?
I'm keeping my lips sealed. Because
So, and then you had I don't know if you heard, the NFL owner that says that we can't let the inmates run the prisons.
Yeah.
So he talking about his football players.
That's the one from the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, the one from Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It is some insane stuff happening out there, but we need to stay woke.
This is ridiculous. This is getting out of control.
Yeah.
And people still don't see the need to go out and vote and make their voices heard.
I think
they still want to stay home.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a good idea. But now there's what's his name? Tom Staler. He's putting up $10 million. He actually put up commercials. They were all on last night that we need to impeach Bush.
Oh, yes.
Trump and his whole
seeing those.
He's doing a mass.
Yeah, I've been seeing those.
Yeah, so that started yesterday, and he's himself, and so Trump was all out of sorts this morning. He was upside down because this man got lots of money, so he's not going to go away easy at all.
That's why we got to educate ourselves. We got to tap into these opportunities, and we got to try to get these contracts, because there's a lot of contracts out there that we don't even know about.
Right.
And that's why we need to get in there and get these contracts.
I
because otherwise, we're not going to get a piece of our pie. We got to go take it. We got to go claim these pieces of pie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're not going to give it to you.
They're not going to give it to us. They're cutting all our programs.
Yeah, and hopefully, if they cut all that, because, those programs kind of interact or interconnect with other programs. So even on a happen chance, you'll be at some event and you'll hear about one of the other ones.
So let me ask you, those are just recommendations, though, right? They didn't actually happen, because I guess they voted on the budget, but they still have to ratify it down the road.
Yeah, in order for that budget to balance, these are the programs that are on the chopping block.
Okay. So we need to start making some noise here. We need to start making some noise.
Yeah, these are the ones that are on the chopping block to happen.
For those of you entrepreneurs who are listening to this sad news, you better start calling us. Calling us right now and let us know where you are in your business. Are you certified? Are you business ready? Are you contract ready? Are you bank loan ready? Right. Are you ready to do this? Are you ready to tap into some of this procurement that's out there? You may not know how to access it, but we're here to lead you and guide you, take you to the promised land. Yes. Give us a call. Our number is 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. We're at the bottom of the hour, Crystal, so you want us to go ahead and take a quick break and bring in our first guest?
We certainly can.
Okay. You're on the Business Zone with
Crystal and Gilbert.
And go ahead.
And you actually, if you go to morrismedialive.com, we are broadcasting live on YouTube. So
we are live. Check us out.
So those of you on Facebook Live, you just see me. But if you go to YouTube Live, then you'll get to see all of us.
You get the whole enchilada. Take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Let's go. So we're back on the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And today we've got, who do we have in the studio today, Crystal?
We have Mr. Askia.
Dr. Askia?
Dr. Askia Mawakil.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
He's a holistic practitioner born and raised in Los Angeles who has been involved in the community as a businessman and advocate for over 30 years. He is a fifth-generationalist herbalist following in line with his great-uncle, Dr. Alonzo. You guys got some names, man. Kennebrew. He's a physician and herbalist, and to Dr. Booker T. Washington.
See, that's how you know those herbs are potent when you can't pronounce his name.
Right. His clients range from those in grassroots communities to the entertainment world. He has lectured on health and wellness for companies such as Xerox, U.S. Job Corp, LAUSD, USC, the City of Inglewood, and the Center of Lupus Care, the Los Angeles Probation Department, Spa 6, and Hall of Fame Entertainment. He has been a featured guest on several television and radio shows, both locally and throughout the country. So this man is the real deal.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm just counting down the minutes here right now, see if I can get my share. You know,
still growing.
So let me see, make sure we can hear you. Mm-hmm. So tell us about you, and so you're not a physician, but your family have been.
Well, holistic medicine. So my thing in health is holistic. Okay. But my great uncle happened to be Booker T. Washington, herbalist, MD.
Really?
My fifth generation, my great grandmother came from Ghana. And she taught him. Then he went to McHarry University and got his medical degree, but she had taught him the holistic degree. So for 5 generations, we've been working from this aspect.
Well, that's kind of, my grandmother was more into the holistic. In fact, I remember when she came here from Alabama, she was 80-ish, and we took her to the doctor, and he was going, well, wait a minute, how are you 80? You don't have blood pressure problems, you don't have diabetes, she was at her full height,
your cholesterol is in order.
Didn't even know anything about that, and she lived to be 102.
Wow.
But one of her secrets was the hot lemon water every morning.
Well, my great grandmother from Ghana lived to be 114.
Wow.
My mother's 97 now. She's in Las Vegas now.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you know when one thing about us. Can I?
Yeah.
One thing about us, besides being a holistic practitioner, I teach history, spirituality, and different concepts. But one thing about African Americans I'm so concerned about, because we are in such dire strait when it comes to health. You know, it's amazing. 150 years ago, we were the most physically fit people on the planet, and 150 years later, we the sickest.
Yeah.
If slavery took place right now, they wouldn't even steal us. we're really in that bad a shape. I mean,
they'll throw us back and go, okay.
They would say, we can't take these Negroes with no shit, no place.
You're not one of the good ones.
But we really, I mean, I'm really looking at it, because I was at Taste the Soul last week, and I'm walking through the line, so I'm not looking at the crowd. I'm looking at the shape of the people.
Yeah.
Obesity.
Yeah.
People looking like they're half sick. This is not how our people look.
That's true.
When you travel around the world, no one looks like African Americans when it comes to health. And we have to really question, why are we allowing this to happen?
Yes.
And we really have to pay attention to it, because right now, we're not living long enough, 70 and 80 years old. I mean, I have a friend that has a mortuary. Said, hey, we come at any point in time now. It's not when you get elderly.
Wow.
You can come at any particular time.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, we have to really look at this is serious. And I know you're in the finance.
Yeah.
See, there's an old saying, we spend all our health trying to get some wealth, and then we spend all our wealth to get back our health.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
We have to be able to be balanced. I want to be on the yacht, but I don't want to nurse feed me unless y'all do. I just don't. Not that I'm in that bad a shape,
right.
You know. But we have to start putting this first.
Yes.
I mean, more of our people, you find dialysis machines opening up, clinics opening in our community everywhere. Everyone's on high blood pressure, cholesterol medication. 75% of the time you're going to go into diabetes. Relationships are breaking up because of the fact that the liver is being destroyed, and intimacy cannot take place when your liver is destroyed. So our marriages, our relationships are packing. But we put everything before we put ourselves. See, you got a mirror. You could measure a mirror, weigh a mirror, and come back 10 years, it didn't pick up a pound. You picked it up, not the mirror. Now, how did you look in that mirror every day and not even notice you were there? I mean, this is where we have to stop being silly with this. Because we're having chronic, and from generation to generation, it's even getting worse. The other component is not eating. that gets you in trouble is that you get preoccupied with everything else but you. Yeah. Everything takes precedent but you.
That's true.
And this becomes an issue because psychologically we're having issues because a lot of time weight gain means I'm just preoccupied.
Yeah.
But what it does, it creates so many issues inside of us. We have, look at our community right now. The obesity. When I was a kid, they used to have called girls bony. I ain't seen a bony person. Who's bony now?
Yeah, no.
But when you find the disasters that's happening in our community when it comes to health, look, the average grandparent in our community now is 39 years of age.
Wow.
Big Mama 39, Medea 51. The girls are having 4 kids by 4 different men. Hate all the daddies. All the kids look like their daddies. We got some serious issues that we have to look at.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about, we talk about this new Obamacare and the debate with it, we have to call things what they are. It is not it's not a health care program. It's a sick care program.
Yeah, that's what it is.
If it was health care, then you would tell all the fast food restaurants that you cannot call this food. You got to call it stuff. You want some fast stuff. This is not food.
Right, exactly.
That is so
And I
true.
actually saw something yesterday on Facebook, and it was talking about the numbering. And again, it's about knowledge, right? It was talking about the numbering on fruit and so forth. So this was a particular banana. And so each one of those numbers represent whether or not they were grown on a farm with pesticides or they were grown organically or they're actually GMO food.
The public don't know that.
We don't even know that. Yeah. What you're eating is that it may be, and I just found out, and once I found out, that was it for me. I wasn't too thrilled about it in the first place, that tilapia is a GMO, right?
A 3-piece tilapia is a pound of bacon and saturated fat. So we wonder why our cholesterol is so high.
Right.
And, cholesterol, blood pressure. And I tell people this is what you have to do with your doctors, with your MD, because, a large percentage of my practice are MDs. They come to see me. Yeah. They won't take the medication that they give you.
Wow.
Those synthetic drugs, huh?
Well, and I always ask them, I say, why don't you just take the medication you give everybody else? But they went to college and they got a degree and they're, this is how they send their kids to college.
They said, we rather have the holistic approach.
Oh, yeah. But see what happened, the old saying, they said guy went to his doctor's office, the doctor said, sir, you got 6 months to live. He said, Doc, I can't pay you in 6 months. The doctor said, hell, I give you another 6 months. Just pay me.
Right.
We have to look at this, and when you find a lot of times we're on medication by the doctor not asking simple questions. Yeah. This is what happens when you go to a doctor. You go to the doctor's office, his nurse gives you a chart, you fill out the chart, she takes the chart, put it in the back, and then she calls you into a room and do your vitals. And then he comes in and looks in the vitals and say, well, you look like your blood pressure, you're on a beta blocker, you 20 milligrams this, your cholesterol's high. He didn't ask you these questions. Right. Are you in a bad relationship? Your kid's driving you crazy. Did you drink a pot of coffee before you came to see me?
Yeah.
Exactly. Is it really hot outside?
Oh, yeah.
Are you scared of this white coat I got?
What's stressing you out?
Yeah. Right. He didn't ask anything that had to deal with your lifestyle. That could impact your blood pressure. Right. And he should have at least a chart to say, well, if you change some of these things here, maybe your blood pressure can
that's a good point. That's a very good point. That's a very, because I can remember going into the doctors, a minute and a half. Yeah. Right? And it is already writing a prescription. I'm going, wait a second. You haven't even asked me what's going on.
He's trying to get 5 of you. He's trying to get 5 to 10 of you in an hour. Yeah. See, this is it. Right. But what we're doing is we're suffering from that. So you should go in and say, ask me some simple questions. I'm in a bad relationship. My mother just died. My grandparents just died. I'm feeling a lot of trauma. I'm under a test tonight and I haven't slept in a day
I lost my job.
I lost my job, or I'm dealing with a crazy supervisor on my job. Something that impacts me, that my blood pressure could come when I'm coming into your office and you took it. These are other factors could be interfering with my real blood pressure. Give me something that I could do in the meantime. Oh, your cholesterol's high. Well, hell, I eat a lot of bacon. I eat tilapia. I like fatty food. I eat a lot of cheese. Why didn't you ask me what kind of diet do you have? Now, look at this. Fruits don't have cholesterol. Vegetables don't have cholesterol. Yeah. Grains don't have cholesterol. Yeah. What food groups have cholesterol? Dairy or meat. So why don't you just tell me to cut down on the meat and the dairy and come back in 6 weeks to see if I lost my cholesterol. My cholesterol have went down. See, these are simple things. But we're so caught up into, he's the MD, like he's the new God and whatever he said. If doctors knew so much about health, how come their life expectancy ain't 10 years longer than everyone
That's
else?
what I'm talking about.
And you're absolutely right, because I remember when my mom was ill, and I had been taking care of her. And it's very difficult to be the caregiver for someone that has cancer. Yeah. So here I'm working and taking care of her and making sure her person that's at the house and going through all the other stuff, and the fact that now my mom is going to be not here. Right. So I go in for my physical, and the first thing she goes, oh my God, you're exactly what you just said. She says, your blood pressure is high and we need to put you on some medication. I said, no, you don't. I said, you need to know what's going on in my world before I will take any medication. Right. I'm not one for taking medication because, and then it's a commercial that I just saw recently, and this kind of ties into that. The commercial says, do you know that if you have high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, that you're susceptible to a heart attack, like on the back door. Yeah. But the medication creates that problem, right?
Well, if you're usually on 2 medications like blood pressure, cholesterol, and them, always remember this, it's going to impact your liver. Yeah. Because the body is trying to purify it out. Yeah. So it's going to impact your liver. Then it's going to impact your kidney, and then it's going to impact your pancreas. Yeah. So you find people that are on blood pressure, cholesterol medication, and a large chance that they're going to go into diabetes. That's why when you find a person on 2 or 3 medications and they go to the doctor say, well, I'm checking this, you look like you are pre-diabetic. Yeah. Well, how did I get a pre-diabetic? I came here for one thing. Yeah. Now, if you look at these commercials on TV, it should be an outlaw that you should even advertise your drugs to us. I'm watching a TV sitcom, and all of a sudden a commercial comes on. Yeah. Do you want to take this? Yeah. Take this for this. Yeah. But you start speaking real quick. Yeah. If you want to kill your neighbor, if you want to
your liver is going to fall out.
You're going to fall out. Like
you may end up with 2 teeth.
You might just want to shoot everybody. Consult your doctor. Why the hell ever consult him? He the one who gave it to you. We don't use common sense with this right here.
I'm with you. Or that commercial that's been on TV lately where the man can't get up the stairs, or the woman's feet are too heavy to get it, edema from her shoes. It's like, okay, you're overweight. Why don't we start to reduce the salt in your body? Why don't you flush your body out, drink lots of water, and eliminate the fluid?
Yeah, we have so many things. Like I say, if we could just admit we have some issues and work on those issues, then we'd be okay. I mean, look, when you look at the obesity rate of, and I'm not planning to hurt anyone's feelings or be disrespectful, but to find sometime when you're trying to do surgery, you got to cut. Yeah. And sometimes we really need to cut. Look at this: African Americans 68% obese, brothers 64%, sisters are spending over $3 to $4 billion on someone else's hair. Wow. Now, you won't work out because of your hair. You won't go swimming because of your hair. You won't jump in a jacuzzi with a man because of your hair.
You won't let your boyfriend touch your hair.
He can't put you in a convertible because of your hair. He can't hold your hand on the beach because of your hair. You're making love, got your head all off the pillow.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he did it good. I mean, these are some serious issue. Yeah. It's an old saying, a woman's glory is her crown, and you everybody's crown on your head and wonder why you ain't the queen.
That's probably what's causing the stress.
These are the things that we really, and it's nothing if you want to, because even the ancient Egyptian Kemet wore wigs sometimes. Yeah. Right. But when European concepts of beauty becomes our norm, we're sick as hell. Because our children and our grandchildren and your neighbors' child that's looking at you and she's seeing you going through these changes with your hair. This is crazy. And you were sitting, I was down at the Taste of Soul, and sisters said black business, but we selling everybody else's hair. It don't make no sense. Right. If the Korean would say he gonna sell us no more hair, no more, we'd be calling Maxine Waters. They're trying to discriminate. I mean, come on.
But you're absolutely right. And recently, and here's it. But again, European influences in how we think. Because with a young girl, I read on Facebook this week, she was fired from her job for wearing her hair and as a natural, and it was very neat. And she's in a sales position, and they fired her. They first told her either wear a wig to work or perm your hair.
Wow.
And she refused to do it. So they fired her, young girl. And so she was devastated.
Wow.
But they can do that.
And those are fights that we have because our children are looking at these images, and we're afraid of these big noses and these big lips and this nappy hair and this black skin, and we can't accept what God gave us. And what our grandparents and our great-grandparents descending to this European influence, we have to really look at ourselves. But the thing is that children are growing up with these inferiority complexes about themselves because as adults, we're not standing up for them.
That's
I
true.
say, sisters, they're African-American from the neck down, but you're biracial from the neck up.
Or you have, but look at the
blue eyes.
Right, but look at the Europeans. They're getting fat injected into their lips to have big lips and big butts.
So it's like it's reversed.
Right. They want it. They're appropriating the culture.
Yeah.
But we're trying to fight the culture that is us. It's not even a culture. This is who we are.
And it's like this. It's not, we have to understand, our metabolism is different than this.
Yeah.
See, it's more important for Africa. See, we want to hold on to the muscle.
Yeah.
African Europeans could lose weight faster because they have less muscle mass.
Right.
So we have to lose inches before we lose pounds.
Yeah.
You see, but if you diet like them, their diet is not us. We're big boned.
Yeah.
We're just act like asking a Samoan to be 135 pounds. That is not his makeup or bone structure.
Right.
Yeah.
Your shoulder size, your breast cup size. Because if you go too thin, then you can start affecting your back because that is not where you're supposed to be. So the goal is not to be on a European chart of that I'm 6 feet tall, I should weigh 157 pounds. That is not our chart.
No.
And see, most medication that is not designed with our makeup.
No. Is there a chart for us?
We need a chart for us. If they don't have one, I'm saying,
yeah, we should have
I'll
a
make
chart
one before we leave the show.
Yeah, make a chart because, but you're absolutely right because when you, with our health, with the way our body is, I never inches first, and I work out a lot. I do Zumba and I do yoga and burlesque dancing and all kinds of stuff that I do, and I play tennis 4 hours every Saturday. So I have an active physical.
You have to have it for those inches.
Yeah.
And it's so important to have some type of activity because you're eating. If you're not burning off calories, then they're going to stay.
It's going to store.
But the other component about health is holistic means mind and body. See, a lot of times we get in problems in our relationships on how we perceive things. And see, we're just spirits having a human experience.
Right.
We're not trying to become human. The old African proverb said, before we became physical, we were at the light level, but one day we looked down at our reflection and we gave a reality for the illusion. See, because a lot of times we think this money thing. I have never seen a Brink truck follow a hearse to a cemetery.
I don't guess you did.
I've never seen. So the goal in life is trying to find you.
Yeah.
But it's all based on your perception of how you see life. I always remember, what's meant to hit you will not miss you, and what's meant to miss you can never hit you.
Yeah.
So whatever you facing in life, it's a whole lot of porthole.
Right.
Change your perception, change your reality.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times we be in relationships and we want, and I say a lot of times with sisters be in relationships with brothers and both back and forth. Biggest problem with sisters in relationship, they be dating men and men don't know he dating them. Are you dating me? We were more honest when we were kids. You used to write notes. You my girl? Yes. No.
You check my girlfriend
right
this
week.
and you mark it, and then you know. But don't be in a relationship with a man and he don't know he in a relationship. I mean, that just come crazy. I always say, and this is so important with health too, is when you have a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
See, some young ones in my generation, I'm 60, that we used to use the word court.
Yeah.
So young ones didn't know what courting meant. I said,
they don't use that anymore, man.
I said, look at it like a job. See, first of all, dating means date up.
Yeah.
I need data. I don't need to go to a dark room with you. I need to ask you some questions. Dating is like a job. On the job, they have you fill out an application, what previous work you did, previous experience, why you leave your last job.
Right.
Your personal application will know where your mama from, how you was raised, why you break up that last person. After job application, you put them on probation. You do a background check and make them take a blood test. And then you send them through orientation and training, and later on you give them a benefit package. But if you give up the benefits with no probation, no application, no orientation, you're going to get an unskilled worker, and you're going to have a health wonders. Just follow the procedure.
Okay. Do you have this written down somewhere?
Man, I'm sure this is in a book somewhere.
It's simple stuff. And sometimes we be in relationship with people that ain't even in a relationship with them.
That's true.
Never divorce yourself to marry someone else.
Uh-huh.
You need to have a value what you about, and when they cross that line, you got to let them go.
Yeah.
You got to say, you are not. Look, if you wear a size 9 shoe, and you see another pair of shoes, they real leather, they real nice, but they're 7.5. It don't make them a bad pair of shoes. They just don't fit you.
They just don't fit you.
Only get someone that fits you.
You are absolutely right. You become better. So let me ask this question: what would be for us? And it's so funny you said that, because I was at the Comedy Union the other day, and this guy was doing his whole skit on food. He said he was a little round, and he's a professional comedian. And he says, "So I'm a little round, and I've been trying to lose weight, but I have this relationship with food that I cannot let go of." And he says, and my other thing is, I like deals. So I can tell you that Del Taco have a deal for 5 tacos for $4.99. That's a deal. And so then he made a comment. He goes, "So here's where I am. This is my dilemma. I could lose 45 pounds, but those 45 pounds are going to fight me in that process. Or I could gain 80 pounds and just go get the surgery."
See, I tell people, one thing you got to do is become a label reader when you eat. If you read a bottle and it says glucose this, homogenize this, fructose this, and dye number 6, read the subtitle. It says Negro, I'm gonna kill you slow. That's exactly what it's getting ready to do.
That's exactly what it says.
So it's you just got to be conscious of what you're eating, and conscious. Look, some people ain't. If you had a car for 20 years, 30 years, and you never change the oil, the car ain't going to run much longer. We go 20 and 30 years without ever cleaning out our body.
Yeah.
You have to clean out your body constantly.
Yeah.
Cleaning out your body is not just saying, we always hear the colon cleanse. You have to clean your body, the liver, the spleen, the kidney, the pancreas, everything got to be cleaned out. See, a lot of time when we talk about rheumatoid arthritis or arthritis, what we're talking about is candida, fungus, and mold in your system, or parasites. Parasites, you can have tapeworms, groundworms, about 6 categories of worms that sit in your body. And they might lay 50,000 eggs a day, microscopic. So when you hear arthritis or rheumatism, a lot of time is fungus and mold inside the body.
So what do you do to cleanse your body?
Well, what I do, because see, I'm a specialist, so when I blend things for you, it's for your body. What I would do is just go into bitter, buchu, buckthorn, seneca, casagrada, different herbs put together, blend it perfectly to release everything out of your body. Poison, everything outside your body. Then you start working on your body. You start working on building your body. Alfalfa, bee pollen, burdock. It's how they're blended. Like I said, I've been doing this for 5 generations. When they're blended correctly, I had a client, she came in Monday. She said, I can't believe I feel this better Friday. And this was just a couple of hours before I came to the show. It doesn't take a long time, but you got to go to someone that knows what they're doing. I don't go to AutoZone to fix my car. I go to a mechanic. So and people say, Willie Jones said go get this. Who the hell is Willie Jones? What is Willie Jones?
And who made him an expert?
I heard you supposed to get this over here, and that's going to help that. Go to somebody that know what they're doing. See, my procedure, when you come to see me, I'm going to be like your new brother. I don't be called doctor. I want to be your brother, your sister. Let's talk what happened. How did you pick up that weight in the first place? Was it a bad relationship? Was it someone that died in the family? Maybe you love someone. I had a client one time. He was on ABC, had a show, Biggest Loser, and he was, very huge. But the thing is that what I found out about why he picked up the weight was his mother. I said, "Who do you love?" He said, "I love my mother, my father, Big Mama, and Big Daddy." I said, "Who, Mama?" My grandma was Big Mama. I said, "Were they big?" He said, "Yeah." Oh, I said, okay, that's your answer. You couldn't separate the weight from the love.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we'll pick up weight because if you had an auntie that wore St. John clothing, smoked cigarettes, talked a whole lot of smack, but threw you $20, you might try to grow up to be like her.
Right, exactly.
You see, so a lot of times it could be love, pain, conflict. It could be a number of things. But see, because one thing that hurts us in our health is disease mean disease. A lot of us still are dealing with issues from childhood. It's what you call attachment style. It's very important for you to free what happened to you when you was a child. Some people are still mad at their sister and brother because they took a cookie when they were 7. They 67 and still mad. How the hell can you be mad for 60 years? I don't want to talk to you. I only did that. We was in the 1st grade. And you still mad. How can you hold pain that long?
Right.
See, because anytime, it's like in a bad relationship, we always talk about what the other person did.
Right.
But the missing person that was there was you.
Right, exactly. And those illnesses, holding all that resentment that can
conflict.
Create illness in your and bad feeling in your body, right?
It creates disease. The body works on protection of growth. If you're happy, optimistic, all cells work together. If you deal with a lot of negativity, stress in your life, all cells work independent of each other. For an example, when you got some money in your pocket, you get more energy. When you ain't got no money in your pocket, you get less energy.
Oh, yeah.
How your body know you got paid?
But that's not true. Have no money and you are just like lethargic, you pissed off.
If you didn't have no money, but when you got some money, it's like winning the lottery. I don't feel good today. I won the lottery. I'm feeling great.
Right, exactly.
How does your body react that quickly?
Right.
But it's all based on your perception of what you see. You go to a party, and you take a friend, they having a bad time, you having a great time. Same people, same music at the same party. Perception. Change your attitude. Change how you look at things. It's a whole lot of porthole. But a lot of times, dealing with those childhood, if you were loved, held, and hugged as a child, you're going to have a different response to someone that wasn't held and hugged. And sometimes you could be in a relationship with somebody, and you made love and it was passion, they go on one side of the bed, you go on the other side of the bed. They ain't accustomed to cuddling.
Right.
And you might say, I need this cuddling from you. But I can't give that. I don't know what that feels like.
Right, exactly.
So that's why you have to look at things that bother you. See, you wake up about 6 or 7, and you start being able to analyze. 2 times 7, you go through your adolescence. That's what they call adolescence. 3 times 7, you're 21, and you're supposed to be a functioning adult. But if you haven't dealt with that pain and that conflict that happened to you when you was a kid, it can impact you the rest of your life.
Right.
You might go into a relationship, and sometimes you're great for great intentions. You might be in a relationship where you're going to change somebody. You's a fool. You can't do that. One time I was in a relationship, and I was because I do this therapy for a living, and I get all the spiritual stuff. And you know what taught me one day? I was watering my garden, and I was putting water all in my garden, and I kept on putting water on this rock. And the rock there looked at me and said, "Askia, I ain't gonna blossom or bloom." I said, "Oh hell, that's the answer, girl. It was nice knowing you. Ain't that gonna change?"
With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. We're at the top of the hour right now, man. This is amazing. I'm loving this. This is therapy.
You get herbalism with comedy.
Herbalism with comedy, man. See, nobody's selling this, man. You got a niche market there. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. This is a Business Zone.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Back to the Business Zone with Crystal and Gilbert, and we have just been having a fantastic time with Skia making us laugh about how we are not eating and taking care of our bodies. So I was just asking him if he does a natural. Come on in, Gilbert.
Come on, Gilbert.
Come on in.
Did you show? Gilbert was out there with Barack, so coming in here and doing the show, he had to wait.
So I was asking him, do you have to be on a diet, organic diet? Do you have to be a vegetarian? Do you have to eliminate meat or only eat cheese? Because people get caught up in...
Well, we get caught up in labels, because sometimes I go do events and stuff, and I might have to have on some fish or some chicken. People looking at, I thought you was herbal. I still am. I'm hungry today, Negro. Don't be looking at me all the time. I mean, life is based on balance. It's not based on extreme.
Right.
See, you could be a vegan vegetarian and be stressed out. You just as bad as shape as a 500-pound happy person. So you got to learn. Sometimes have some fun.
Yeah.
I get tired of being so strict with my diet sometimes.
Yeah.
So what I do is I eat really what I want.
Mix it up.
I'm 60. I'm 60 years old. I weigh the same weight that I weighed when I was 30.
Really?
Okay.
Wow.
About 7 pounds different between the two.
Man.
Now, see, one thing people need to do, go get a scale.
Yeah.
And jump on the scale.
It's a lifestyle.
You can look at what you could eat that day by your scale. You done picked up 4 pounds. You know you can't have Thanksgiving in April. You just have to be able to monitor yourself. But it's us out of control.
Yeah.
And you gotta say, let me get back to where I am. If you look, we hear about Brazilian women of African descent here, and you look at us. But it can't be that busy out there.
Yeah.
Why are you playing with you?
Yeah.
And finances is very important, but we have to deal with this health.
Exactly.
Our relationships depend on it.
Yeah.
Our grandchildren depend on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
when your relationship, you're on high blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication, and she on blood pressure medication and another medication. One thing is for sure, Judy ain't jumping and Willie ain't rising. Ain't nothing happening. Y'all better take some pictures.
Take some pictures.
But that's the first thing that doctors want to do. I mean, that's what medicine's all about, right?
And we're foolish enough to go in there and allow that to happen to us.
Yeah,
Right.
because we're giving them...
He don't ask you anything about your lifestyle, but he prescribes the medication.
Yeah, we're giving them all that power.
I just lost my mother. Mm-hmm. I just lost my job. Mm-hmm. My grandchildren are going through some issues.
Yeah.
I drink coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna go to your doctor and have 2 cups of Starbucks coffee and wonder why your blood pressure ain't high. Because you got caffeine all in your system. I mean,
and even just the political atmosphere nowadays. You wake up in the morning, you are a wreck.
And sometimes learn to cut things off.
Yeah.
You know, I go around the world. Everybody in the world want to come to L.A. on vacation. We on vacation and won't go on vacation.
Yeah.
Go on vacation. Go down to Manhattan Beach. Go by the ocean. When's the last time you put your feet in grass? You know, grass is a magnetic pull. When was the last time you let your feet and your toes touch grass?
That's good to know.
Sometimes keep a blanket in your car and you see it's a nice warm day, saying, I need a break. I'm going to the park. I'm listening to the birds sing. I'm listening to the wind go through the leaves. I'm going to listen to silence. In fact, I'm going to listen to me. Because a lot of times our spirit is calling us, but we're not listening.
Right.
It's trying to tell you how to be creative, and you so caught up in the doubt. See, first of all, we got to understand, we're up here trying to make some money. We already won the lottery. 6 billion sperms headed for one egg, and you the only one made it. You could have been wiped away with some Windex 1 second too soon. But you came here. You's a powerful being. Now, that's 6 billion sperm. Think of this. We're one speck on a planet called Earth. Earth is 8 specks in our solar system. Our solar system is one of billions of solar systems, Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy is one of hundreds and billions and billions and billions of galaxies in the universe. And the Creator has a personal relationship with each one of us. What are you worried about? The all can't be the all without you being part of the all. But when we learn to let things go and understand sometimes that we're praying for things, you know, it's like people pray every day for the same thing. They hold their nose and say, God, give me some air. Pray. Let me give you some. I need some air. Hell, you already got there. Let go of your nose.
So when someone comes to you and, you know, like myself, what are some of the first things you do? I mean, you would do an assessment.
Well, I'm gonna do an assessment, and I'm gonna look at you, and I'm looking in your eyes, like I'm gonna do with everyone that's in the audience. Too many people in the audience. But I'm gonna look in the eyes. But we're gonna talk about that. But before I even get into putting together the formulas, which I'm gonna put together for you, I want to know a little bit about you. Tell me, how did you get in this condition? Where did it come from? I have to deal with your mind first before I start dealing with your body.
Exactly.
I got to become not your doctor. I need to become your brother. I need to sit up here and know what you're about. What kind of changes have you happened in your life? What happened to you when you were a child? See, that gives me an indicator. Because what a lot of times people do is that when they don't really start looking at themselves, they go back after they get an herb because it sounds good, and they do it for a month, and then they stop doing it. They don't. You have to understand, this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. Our people didn't walk around eat like this. I mean, like with prostate cancer with men. Our people didn't have this degree, the degree of obesity in the continent, or even when we first came here. If you ask your mother and father back in the 1920s, considered heart disease was considered a rich man disease, because everybody back then had a Sunday dinner. They ate meat on Sunday. But they ate string beans, black-eyed peas, little rice, butter beans, all that during the week. And then on Sunday, they used to call it gospel bird. They get them some chicken and something like that, and they would have some gospel bird on Sunday because it was Sunday, so it was the gospel, and that was the bird. You see? Then they ate meat on Sunday. But meat wasn't something that we ate constantly. Isn't it funny that you could get a McDonald's burger cheaper than you could buy some broccoli?
That's true.
You see? Why is meat more expensive? Because they subsidize the meat industry. But vegetables and corn and stuff, it's not even talked about. See, health should be taught when you in elementary school.
So if someone wants to come visit you, where do they go? Do you have an office location?
I do it out of my home, and I make it as comfortable because it's a fan. I could always open an office, but I want to be your new brother. I want to see a breakthrough. I had one lady, she was 323 last year. She 191 today.
Really?
Okay, I'll be to you on Monday.
323, 191. But one thing that she did is she followed through. See, what hurts us is procrastination. You know, I hear so many of us say, you know, I hear them, they got a new date that I didn't even know they had. It's called soon.
Yeah,
soon I'll be there.
I'll do it soon.
I know Monday through Sunday. I don't know soon.
Yeah, I'll do it soon.
Soon I'm going to change.
Or I'll do it January 1st, right?
And they've been in the soon for the last 10 years. I'm soon I'm going to change. Soon.
Well, we got 4 more minutes. So tell me, what is it you'd like to tell our audience?
I just want to tell the audience, start putting your health first. Have a beautiful life on this plane of existence, what we call Earth. Let me be there to assist you. My name is Askia, A-S-K-I-A. Last name Muwakkil, M-U-W-W-A-K-K-I-L. You can reach me at askiafm@gmail.com. My phone number is area code 323-757-1241. And really take the time just to discuss. Tell me that you came to me through this show here and I already have something special for you. But I just want you to start having a good life, taking your time, learning to be happy, learning to smile, learning to, when you pass people, say hi. You know, a lot of times we stress out because we won't say hi to nobody.
That's true.
You know, it's funny when dogs. I was talking to a young lady and she was telling me about. I was saying hi to an 85-year-old woman. Another woman was in the bank. She said, nobody has to speak to you. I said, baby, we can't let dogs have more humanity than humans. Dogs are going to sniff or bark at a dog. So, sister, I don't want to sniff you, but hello. Just speak to people. Be kind to everybody. You know, if the spider's in your house, open up the door. You ain't got to step on. Just be happy and just learn. But my name again is Askia Muwakkil.
Yes.
AskiaFM@gmail.com. Phone number again, 323-757-1241.
And we will put the information in the description of the show on YouTube, and then that way, if you guys are interested in reaching out to Askia, then I'm going to be there next week.
Well, Doc, I'm telling you, I'm on your list. I'll be there. So, you know, it has to be better than this. It has to be better than what we have right now.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be okay, but we need this life.
Oh, for sure.
We need this life, and we need to be healthy in this life. And Gilbert and I are all about business and health, but that goes together. You can't have the wealth without the health, or you're using the wealth to take care of the health, right? So you have to take care of yourself, and you have to know your body. And if you're not feeling at your optimum, then you can't really do. You can't be creative. You're tired. You're listless. And how are you able to absorb information if all of this stuff is going on in your body? And it is interesting. When we were growing up, no one talked about parasites and fungus and stuff in your body. And even when back in the day when colonics was like the thing you would do, you know why you were doing it. It was just a trend, right? It was a fad. Not knowing, what do I do after I have those colonics? How do I keep my body in this clean state of mind?
But it cleans your mind. You see, you have to understand. See, who would you want to? Someone that was eating right, good health, or somebody that was on drugs? Well, it's going to affect their mind. Right. And you have to learn that purity happens all throughout your body. See, there's two kinds of animals: thoroughbreds and mutts. Thoroughbred eat a certain type of food, rest a certain way, and thoroughbreds reproduce thoroughbreds. And mutts eat anything, anytime, and they reproduce mutts.
I think that's a good parting statement right there, because that there is going to get us thinking a certain way now.
So we want to thank you. I know you have to rush out as well, but it's been enjoyable. But when you've come to RBD Breakfast Mixer, it has been wonderful, because not only is he's very talented with the words. He is definitely a wordsmith.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm definitely going to come see you, because we got to change this lifestyle. So you're on the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop, and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186. Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
And we are back you were tuned into the Business Zone with Crystal and Gilbert, and we just had an amazing guest that was comical as well as disseminating some incredible health information.
Dr. Askia.
And he, on his way out, Dr. Askia says, we need to have a health party.
That's right.
We need to be taking care of ourselves and be proactive about that, but also celebrate life.
Yes.
Okay? So, and this is the month for that, because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so taking care of your body, we can't do business. We definitely can't become wealthy if we don't have health.
You know what's amazing about what Dr. Askia just told me?
What?
He doesn't know me, right?
Right.
Just met me.
Uh-huh.
He told me some stuff that I knew about me that no one else knows. Right? He said, I need to drink more water.
Okay.
Which I don't. I don't
drink a lot of water.
He said, you need more sleep. You haven't been sleeping.
Oh, yes.
You know that for sure, right?
Right about that.
You know that for sure, because I'm driving and falling asleep, right?
Right.
He also said, you got a stiffness in your back right here. That is so true, man. Every day I wake up, I have this stiffness. I'm going, damn.
That's water. That's from the lack of potassium.
Wow.
This is unbelievable. So I can't wait to see what our appointment is going to be like.
Yeah. And it's so funny you said that, because earlier last week, remember I told you I wasn't feeling well?
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I started doing hot room yoga.
Yeah.
And one of the things it does is it releases a lot of toxins out of your body because you're sweating profusely in this very hot room while you're doing yoga, right? So the first day I did it, I came away and I had this pain in my back that I thought I couldn't even lay down.
Yeah.
So when I was talking to one of my friends that's a fitness instructor, she says, you just lost so much potassium. So, and I drink water, but I needed to drink, she told me to get some electrolytes.
Yes.
So I went and got something that with a lot of sugar.
Water, it has electrolytes.
Yeah, right. So I did that. I got a juice that had that, and then I used another juice that I use that has ginger. I do a lot of ginger.
Yeah.
And so when I did that, I felt better. So then I woke up with this new ache and pain, and then I realized that it was my pillow, that I wasn't sleeping, and I was getting this pain straight down my arm. And I was like, oh, Lord, I'm about to have a heart attack. I ain't got time for a heart attack, Lord. And so I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then when I was sick last week, I had taken something and it just put me out. And when I did, I slid right down, and I was sleeping with my neck kind of, and oh my God, I woke up with a pain, and I went, that's the pain. So I went and got new pillows and everything. But sleeping, because it's been so hot the last couple of days, I haven't been sleeping, and I couldn't even think straight yesterday. Wow. And so last night I got some good sleep. I went to bed at 12 o'clock, and I slept right on through to this morning at 9 o'clock.
Phenomenal.
And I was like, whoa, I can think clear.
Well, I can't wait to see Dr. Askia, man.
And
Doc, you're on point. You're on point.
Other stressful stuff that you're going through. And you are a workaholic.
Ooh, yes.
And sleeping is not something that you do.
Yep.
You have no.
It's not on the calendar.
He doesn't do any workout and nothing that he loves to do.
Yeah.
You should be out once a month, at least singing open mic.
That's what I'm talking
your
about.
Reggae thing.
I should be.
That's because you got to do stuff that's fun.
I know, man.
That's why I do play tennis.
And that's why I'm not going to this meeting right now. I'm going, you know what?
Can't be everywhere. We got to take time out. That's why I play tennis, so nobody can reach me on the court.
Exactly.
and I tell them that. It's like I play tennis and I do Zumba because I don't have to talk to y'all.
Yeah. I hear that.
That's my no. That's my way. But
so
now
who do we
now have
here
one of my this one here. I met her, I want to say 6 or 7 years ago at an event. I don't know if it was an RBD event. I was teaching it, I think.
Probably so.
Probably so. And she came in, and in fact, she used to come to I don't care what I was teaching, she was there. And she became, I told a friend of mine, I said, I have a following that no matter what I teach, they're there. So one day she came up to me, and we were at an expo, I think, and I was having another business plan workshop. Yeah. And she says, should I sign up? No, you should activate. You can't, and I told her, you can't come to this class. I'm not taking your money. I don't want you in this class. I want you to activate what we've already learned, right?
True. Yes, you did.
And after that, we've been right on track, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I met her too. I don't remember how I met her. I met you before, and then we met at the small business minority
workshop that you were giving.
Oh, okay.
Right. But it was before that too.
Yes.
So Miss Ardina Brooks, she originates from Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. She is the founder and CEO of Designs by Ardina, a fuller graphic fine art and design service located in the city of Inglewood, with over 14 years of combined experience in graphic arts and photo art, fine art, and photography. Photogenic art is creating art from a photo and restoring the old photos and preserving the new ones, a creative way to capture significant moments in your life. She is extremely talented, and I think that's one of the things, because she really is very passionate about what she does. Yeah. And so it's been a nice journey for the last 6 years, 7 years. I think it's probably about 7 years. I think it was when I first got involved. Yeah. Maybe a little longer. So she's gone through a lot, and she's now out here solo. Yes.
I am.
It was a lot of encouragement, but she finally, actually the apron string cut her. I had been working on her cutting the apron string before it cut her, but sometimes. Yeah. But it's okay though, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Absolutely. I'm glad I took the leap.
Well, welcome, Miss Ardina, to the show.
Thank you very much.
So tell us, this was just paper. So you are a very talented and creative woman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I, as you said, I'm originally from Washington, D.C., but I've been living here in California, for almost 40 years.
40
years.
40.
Yes, 40 years. 40 years. I came out here with a band. I was singing with
the group. Hey, really now? I didn't know you got those talents.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? This interview is over. Let's just do a show. Let's do it live.
Yeah, I came out. We had done a gig in front of the White House, and we came out here to do the recording for it.
So what do you do, jazz?
No, now I do gospel.
Oh.
Gospel. But at the time I was doing funk rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was doing funk rock.
See, I already was in love with her. Now I'm falling more in love with her.
You know that he's a recording artist and was in Jamaica.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the music.
So we're gonna have to do something together.
The music to our show that he wrote it.
Okay.
And he performed. He's reggae.
I was wondering if that was your voice.
You heard it.
So who you're Gilly, right?
Gilly Buchanan.
That's his stage name.
That's my stage name.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so that's how I got out here. And actually, I had a family and pursued bookkeeping. And that's what I was doing most of my career years. Then I was hired at my church. And there I worked for them for a few years. And then I got laid off. And once I got laid off, I decided to go back to school. And I actually went to the Urban League first.
Yeah.
I just thought about that while we were talking. Went to the Urban League and just took those basic skills of, what was that, Microsoft Word and, all that stuff. And then I said, I'm going back to school for graphic design because you can make money. It's a little bit of art in it, but you can make money with it. So that's what I did. My church that laid me off, I actually started doing some freelancing with them, and then they offered me a position, and I worked there for...
After they've laid you off.
Right. I worked there for 11 years as their lead graphic designer.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of how I got into the photographic art.
That's great.
Yes.
That's amazing. I'm here sitting and listening to you, and I'm now I remember how I met you.
Okay.
Crystal referred you to me, and you came to my office.
That's right. That's right.
And we were talking about certifications and all of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've been working. Her and Jennifer, that was at the class the other day. Yes. Those two I've been working on for a while, getting them to that place. So they're basically there.
Now I remember.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. That was about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
Yes.
It's been a journey. So I am now certified.
Oh, great.
And thank you for all your encouragement and pushing. And I'm telling you, it's been quite a journey. So let me ask you a question. I wanted to ask you this in a class on Wednesday, which I totally forgot. So you're certified. You have been certified for 2 years now. Right.
Did you already do your renewal?
I'm in that process of now.
Because they send you a letter. I think they call it a declaration affidavit, where you're supposed to state whether your revenues are still the same or if it increased. They want to know your tax return and your business license, I think. Those three things.
Yes.
And then once you provide those, then they'll renew your certification.
Right. So that's
that
the
happened
process.
already? Or?
Yes, I'm in that process. I've already sent them all the paperwork.
Okay, because they give you 30 days. And if you don't do it within that, then they try to shut you out.
Right.
Okay.
So that's, yes, sir.
Good. I'm so happy you did that.
Yes.
Because I didn't want you to go through all that trouble, get the certification, and then sit on it, and then now you don't have it anymore. You got to apply again. So
I'm not going through that again.
I know.
She's one that's ready. All we need to do. She's fast tracking.
That's good.
And so we can get her some contracts.
Yes.
So definitely is out there for
And
it.
ever since we talked, I've been looking at some contracting opportunities for you, but I want us to talk some more and see some of the work that you want to do.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at federal and state.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you can do that. You can do it.
I can do it.
Yes, you can do it. You can do it.
She's extremely talented, and her ultimate goal is. You want to tell us what your ultimate desire is?
Yes, one of my ultimate goals is to open up a design center and have a training program for semi-skilled digital design artists.
You know what? The county has a program which I think that you may qualify for, because the program is for technology-based companies, and they'll subsidize your rent. They'll give you this facility, subsidize your rent, and you share it with other businesses, and you can use their printers and conference room and all of that stuff. The one that I know of was in Altadena, right here at the foothills right there.
Okay.
But I'm sure they have more in the LA area.
Wow.
So check it out, because that might be a good way for you to get into that.
Okay.
And I guess if you tell them, hey, I can't afford a rent, then they'll probably figure out a way to get you in there.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Right. Yes.
There you go.
Awesome.
So we're going to get you there.
Oh, yeah.
So now Ardina has the creative gene runs deep in her family.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Her daughter is a choreographer and dancer.
Right.
Is she still at Disney?
Yes,
she
is.
The first black
female to be hired as a choreographer.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, so her daughter.
I'm going to have to punch up her name and look it up. What's her name?
Katisha Adams.
With a K?
Katisha. Wonder if you're listening, Tisha.
Tisha, are you listening, Tisha?
Adams.
Okay.
And then when I was at the PNC conference last year, the Power Networking conference, Ardina was there with her mom. And you guys, she's off camera, but she's absolutely beautiful, and she looks like Ardina's sister. But they were there, so we were there, and you with the Power Network conference, you can bring with your purchase of your ticket, you can bring a youth with you. Yeah. So they had all the kids come up on the stage, and kids were dancing and everything. So there was this one young man, and he was working. I mean, had a standing ovation. And so Ardina had walked out, and I had gone to the bathroom afterwards, and she says, did you see my grandson?
Oh, that was her grandson?
It was her grandson. Yes, and she was out. She didn't see. I said, I saw your mom go up there, but I wasn't sure who he was. But he had just had a standing ovation.
Wow.
I mean, just worked it.
Blew them away.
He is so very, very talented.
Yeah, you got talent running in your blood.
Yes, and not to mention, my mom is very talented. My mom used to be a seamstress.
Oh, yeah?
And she did a lot of sewing. We did some things together where we were actually designing clothes. I was doing painting on clothes, and my mom was sewing them. So we did go through that. Yes.
Mom, I'm looking to get some shirt to fit this big belly right here. I need you.
There was guests on the show last week. Carly from Crenshaw Yoga and Dance.
Yes.
So there's a young lady. Her name is Kiko, and Kiko is teaching people how to sew. And she also is a seamstress and a tailor, and so she has her own. She's renting space in Carly's, and so you might want to go over and have a conversation with her. And she's very, very talented. In fact, I was in her studio. We were meeting, and Carly had her 13th anniversary for Crenshaw Yoga, and so I was over there. And Carly always tells you she has 2 left feet, but for her 13th anniversary, she was taught how to wash. And she had on this beautiful iridescent. It looked very Chinese. It was a high empire, but the skirt was perfect for dancing the waltz. And so I'm thinking she got it from her country, or she went to a Chinese store, a clothing store, and Kiko had made it.
Wow.
And Kiko had made it like the day before, because what she was going to, and it was beautiful. And as she's flowing on the floor and it's just twirling, I was like, oh my God, you're so talented. Beautiful. It was very beautiful. So, my mom was a seamstress, actually. My mom made everything from wedding dresses and tuxedos and men's clothing and good covers. There was a time she went through, and when I was young, one of my first entrepreneurial endeavors, we too made clothes together, pinafores, because I used to sew a lot. I made all my clothes actually, so we made little pinafore dresses for girls, and then we sold them. And so that was our first thing. But my mom went through this time where she was making covers for the vacuum cleaner, for the whatever. And I told her one day, I said, boy, if I stand still, you're going to make a cover. You're going to cover me. I'm out. She was covering everything.
My mom, she didn't make wedding dresses like your mom, but she made dresses. She made shirts. She used to make shirts for us.
Wow.
You know, and she was just so unique because I didn't know she had that talent. I just know her as mom. And then one day, I guess some of the kids, young ladies, they're like 20, because where we live like in a tenement yard, right? So there's like 5-6 families live together in that yard. And she made these dresses, like mini skirts, mini dresses. Back, when Minnie just came in, that's when she did that. And I'm going, Mom, you make that? That looks so good. And then she just started making dresses and shirts, and I was so excited about that. She never made pants because she didn't know how.
My mom.
She made women's pants, though. She didn't make men's pants, but
it's a different.
My mom did men's clothing. She's tailored. Her first was women, and then my brother was very thin, so she had to make his clothes. So then she got into making men's clothes. My uncle is a tailor, and what I found out, and this was a very interesting thing I just found, because we've been going through our DNA at the family, right? So found out that my grandfather's brother was a tailor, and he left. And he was very fair. And he left and went to Chicago, and he worked for the mob. He was a tailor for the mob. and he passed. He was passing. But because my uncle sews, my aunt, she's more into the draperies and home decor and so forth. So it's just a talent.
So those mobsters, they got to look good.
So he was making all that. And so I saw this picture, and that's how it came up. I saw this picture with my grandfather. I said, who are these 3 dapper-looking men? So he said his brothers. So he had them. He made their suits, and they were. It's the circa 19. See, my grandfather would have been circa 1820, 1830. Wow. And they were looking all sharp. I was like, who are these people?
Now, you had those photos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she can touch them up.
That's my uncle has a lot of photos that my grandmother and he has a lot of photos. In fact, I think I recently put them up on my Facebook.
Yeah. See, you touched on a good point there. Tell us a little bit about
how you restore beautiful photos.
So, photographic art is basically what you said. It's taking photos and turning them into art. And they can be old or they can actually be new as
Which do you prefer to work with, the older ones or the new ones?
That's a good question.
Because from what I've seen, I think you prefer the older ones because you recreate those very well.
Some of the old ones are fun to work with.
Yeah.
But they are more challenging. Okay. So depending on the challenge of the photograph, because you find that the older ones they tear. They have cracks.
Yeah.
They have spots. They have missing parts.
Yeah.
I am Dr. Brooks because I pull parts together.
Oh, man. See,
So
now,
she's the photo paramedic.
the photo paramedic.
There you go.
Now you know why I gave her my logo to do, right?
That's right. So yeah, I would have to say it really depends on the photo itself, how much really work has to be done.
Yeah.
The ones that are really, really damaged and a little more challenging, sometimes I find them fun, or the challenge is great. Sometimes it's very difficult. So I have to sometimes weigh it out whether or not really I should take on that job, so that I can make sure I'm giving a quality service, to the client. But I like to do the new ones as well because I make them look so much better.
There's a picture up on your website with Magic Johnson. That was a fairly...
Well, that one, it was actually an old photo. I was in a car accident 2012, and my physical therapist was a photographer back then. So he has all the, I think they call them the golden years or something like that, with Jabbar, and I won't try to get started with all the names. Jerry West, Magic Johnson. So he actually blessed me with 2 books of his photography.
Oh, wow.
And he allowed me to just kind of, it wasn't, when I say restore, because it wasn't damaged, but I was able to at least take that photo and just kick it up a notch.
You know what's amazing about Ardina? She's so humble.
I know.
She doesn't seem like, what she's saying is all like great. But we know it's all that great.
When you actually go into, so if you guys go to designsbyardina.com and you will see her amazing work. And she has a picture of her mother that is absolutely phenomenal, because you also make it on this copper, this metal.
It is aluminum metal. That's one of the print solutions that we offer. And that is for durability and for long lasting, because that's one of the things that I do try to present to people is that you don't want to just print something out and eventually over the years it's going to fade or whatever, but this is something that you can keep passed down from generation to generation. It's long lasting, it's durable, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but not only aluminum metal but also acrylic. Also do acrylic. That's a plexiglass. That is amazing as well. And then also do the traditional canvas.
Yeah, the pictures are, and when you see her, and you show at a lot of events. You're at a lot of expos and vendor at a lot of different business events. So if you guys are interested, you just find out, go to her website so you'll know exactly where she is. But designsbyardina.com, and she's an extremely talented artist.
Thank you.
And you do graphic work as well. So, but fine art is where your passion is, right?
It is. Yes, I've been doing graphic design for about 15 years. Like I said, I was the lead designer at Christian Center. It's okay to say it. And there is where I really got a lot of the foundation of designing. Maybe about 7 years ago, I started taking some classes that had to do with photography and photo art. And photo art, you can actually do traditional painting, and there's a little debate about that, but it's actually digital painting that looks exactly like traditional painting. But I think I would actually say that it's still traditional painting, it's just done digitally. Same concept, same, you have to use brushes in the computer. You just don't have the mess. The water.
So it's all done up.
Done in the computer.
Wow. So those are on those are new, right? 'Cause
not really new. I just think that it's...
Is that what your animal prints, the pictures that you have?
Yes. Everything I do is painted. Everything I do is painted. I just have different levels of painting. So I have realism, which will look pretty much still like the picture, but just enhanced a little bit. Then I have photo pop art, where I really bring those images out. Then I have fine art painting. That's your digital fine art. I think I have one more. So that would be converting black and white to color. or color to black and white. And then there's one more, then that's a sepia, so that's like a vintage
look. Yeah, that's very, very nice. So I see here in your bio that one of your desires is to be on display at the DC Smithsonian African American Museum. I went there. Was that the most amazing place that you have ever been?
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so I could see you there, and you find something vintage that. I mean, it's a feeling, especially if you go from bottom to top, that is just awesome. It's just an awesome. The only problem is it's such a short. It takes you forever to get in, and then there's so many people that you can't really stop and really just digest everything. So a couple of years when it's not as popular, but they say right now that museum had their second in visitors to the Louvre in Paris.
Wow. That's amazing.
I believe that.
I mean, there's just millions of people that are in there, but it is an absolutely incredible feeling.
State of the art.
Yeah.
State of the art. I was only there for 2.5 hours. And I used up every second. And I actually started at the top. I don't advise that to anyone, but I started at the top because the girlfriend I went with, she said, I keep going to the bottom. So we went to the top. We did the first floor. And the 8th floor, top floor. And then we went to the bottom and worked our way up. And I think I only got to a little bit of the second floor from the bottom.
Amazing work of art.
Huh?
It is. When we went when I was in DC for took the kids to the ATA to the American Tennis Association Championship. So we went in a day early, and we took it was 40 of us. And we went in. So I think I started at the top, but the rest of the groups, we had broken up, and they started from the bottom up, but I finished it. So we were there from 11 till it closed.
Okay. You made all the floors?
We made all the floors,
That's amazing.
But it was just so many people, so I really want to go like you go to Mocha and just walk through and look and digest, especially the part about the slavery, because that section you go in with the slave ship and the sounds are booming against the thing, and it sounds like the water. And then they talk about what's going on, But you actually probably could do something there, because I heard he's always looking. Now, do you know Lonnie?
I don't.
Okay, so my girlfriend Vita, who I've been trying to get to you guys forever to get you guys together.
Okay.
Lonnie used to be out here.
Really?
Yeah, he was a curator for. He may have been CAM. But I think he also was a curator at the Museum of Los Angeles Museum, MoCA.
Okay.
But she knows him.
Oh.
Yeah, so, but they're always looking for, because a lot of that is paraphernalia people have in their homes and been carrying around. Like my grandmother has these old chairs, probably will never get them extracted from my uncle, but that she had, that her mother had given her, and they brought them. They actually brought them from Alabama.
Wow.
So there's a lot of stuff that they still have, because they're pack rats.
Yeah,
my families are. All my family members are pack rats. My cousins are on right now. You guys know that they're pack rats. But so everybody probably has a treasure in their house.
Absolutely.
And so they're always looking for that.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yes, and I thought about that while I was at the museum, because there's so much restoration work in there, and I'm like,
Yeah, so you might want to reach out and
do some stuff.
Because that's what they get. People send. That's what they're receiving. Is people are sending their pictures and so forth to put them on exhibit. Okay. But in the meantime, that means they probably need to be prepared and restored.
Right.
So you might want to reach out to him.
I will.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
That's good.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and I'm sure. I've been telling Ardena for a long time she needs to be better connected in the art world.
Yes.
So now that she's out here all on her own, maybe she's ready now to network in her world.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
There's some talented folks. I mean, even Ursula over at Vision Theater, she has a large connection. And James Burke.
Yes, I haven't met him yet.
You've never met James?
I haven't met James yet. He knows my daughter very well.
Well, you need to meet James because, he's the cultural arts person here in Los Angeles.
Right.
He's been for the last 20-something years.
Okay.
You need to meet James.
Yes.
Now, that one we can make happen.
Those are all influencers. You need to get a hold of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Because there may be a contract that does restoration.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
That's the DC, the federal grant.
And actually, when I was sitting in, I was at one of the recreations. Anyway, one of those jobs did come across. They needed restoration done at the White House.
See?
And I thought, okay, I'm going to get in the door.
Yeah, so there you go. So when we can get her in there to find one, because the museum must have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because that's an amazing place. Just an amazing place. He did a fantastic job.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. I shared with my mom and my sister, and I didn't even have the words to explain because it was just that awesome.
Yeah, it is very difficult
Beautiful.
to explain.
Right.
And because each floor has something else. We were all tennis players, so, we went into the section with Serena and then Arthur Ashe and Althea Gibson. We're all big in that. Right. And we do a program that we teach kids about the history of tennis and black tennis, and it goes beyond. And so we were like, oh my God, this is just, and it's just so interactive. Yeah. It's the exhibits themselves are amazing because they're just not flat pieces of art.
Right. So what's the next step for you, Ardina?
Well, I'm now in your class.
That's great. That's a good next step. That's a very good next step.
Did you enjoy that class?
It was very informative. I saw some areas that I still need to do. But I thought it was great. I spoke to another lady that was in the class, and she was really excited. Good. And I told her, wow, this is a blessing.
Yes, it is.
You guys both are, I shouldn't say guys, but you both are blessings to the community.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to say I truly appreciate you both.
Thank you.
I appreciate the deposit that you put into my life.
Yeah.
And I hope to be able to do the same thing with other people.
Definitely.
But we definitely need someone to help us to get through.
Yeah.
And that's basically how people get through anyway. Somebody stepped out there to help somebody else.
That's it.
And I'm just really thankful that you all have taken the leap to step out there and give us a helping hand.
Oh,
because the thing is, nobody's out there doing that for us. Nobody.
Right.
So we have to step up and do it for our small businesses. You see what I mean?
Right.
So that's why it was very easy for Crystal and I to team up our resources and go out there and say, hey, because whatever we're charging for these classes, we're only charging $249.99, which is nothing. Yes, you see what I'm saying? But what it's going to do, it's going to get you at least one certification. It's going to get your infrastructure set up the right way.
Right, which is so important.
Oh, so right, so important. Because, all of your compliance documents, now you're going to have those. You're going to know where they go, and you're going to have that ready. So when you go out after these opportunities that you're talking about, you're ready to do it.
Absolutely.
Right, exactly. And you, obviously, no one's really, you can go to the SBA and so forth, but with just the sheer factor that there's only 1,100 businesses that are certified, so that tells you there's a disconnect there. There's a problem with the number, because that would be a natural way of going to that next level, right? You're doing business, regular individual business. You're never going to make money that way. You have to find a way, which is why when you look at our businesses and you look at other people's businesses and you go, well, how did they get there and why are we still way down there? I mean, for example, that Whitefish man been in business 2 years.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he just got a $300 million contract.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. I mean...
But somebody helped them.
They're connected to influencers. Right. That's what it is.
Right.
So that's what we want to do with this. We want to be able to get all of you connected to some influencer, some way, shape, or form. So you can get these contracts, you can get the opportunities, and we also want to match you up with banks so you can have the line of credit and the loans available to you
Right.
before you need it.
Right.
Yes.
Right, and if we actually, because what has happened and what we hear all the time is the ones that just muddle through it on their own, and they don't go prepared. So then those corporations go, oh, they're never prepared anyway. So we're not going to put any monies or focuses into it. And so what the hell? Every now and then there's an anomaly that comes through that had probably the right connection, or they had that type of business, construction business that's just a natural fit, right? But what about our professional services? Who, and just like yesterday, I think I was telling Gilbert, one lady told me that we demystified everything about it, because there was just the whole process, because she had not known about it, and she and so that was what she got out of it. And somebody else said that as well. I never knew I could do this.
I believe that.
Yeah. So, and that's the case. And so that's why we pushed, and that's why I pushed, because I knew you, and you were very dedicated, and you were all into making sure your business worked.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're ready, huh?
Let's do this thing.
She got her sidekick over here. Her assistant. Her assistant.
That's my assistant.
She the COO.
COO, that's right. Oh, you have a new title.
Yeah, she's the COO of the company. So yeah, we definitely accept that, but this is our passion.
Yes.
This is you guys' passion. This is our passion.
Yeah. So we're here to help. We're ready, willing, and able.
Right, exactly.
All we need to do now is to set up the next date when this is going to happen.
Okay.
We'll put it out there. We'll send out outreach notifications. And we'll have a commitment letter where everyone in the program will sign that commitment letter that they're going to follow through. They're going to do everything they're supposed to do, so we can get them ready. Because once that happens, then now we can put them in front of these contract providers and lenders and all of that.
Right.
Exactly.
Accountability.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, accountability, because we want you guys to shine. We want just 15 businesses to go out there. They're like, where did these people come from?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So
and we're going to be looking for opportunities for you guys as well, because that's why I was saying about the county could use your service. I'm going to be out there looking for all these different opportunities, see how well I can match it up for you guys.
Okay.
So you can say, hey, here's some opportunities. I think you should go for this.
That's a big help.
Oh, yes.
It's a big help.
Because a lot of businesses now, they don't know where to go. They don't know where to find the opportunities.
Exactly.
And
sometimes they don't have the time.
They don't have the time
Right,
either.
exactly.
That's one of the challenges that I'm finding, because I am certified and I'm getting notifications.
Yeah.
But between trying to, so small business, we're wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah.
We're trying to make money and trying to network and market, and now we got to go do what?
Go look for this too. Yeah.
You got to go find those opportunities, and then they fill out the paperwork and do all that
paperwork.
stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes.
and determine whether or not it's even for you.
Exactly.
Right. So that's an important thing.
You know what I was thinking about, Ardina? There's an event coming up on November 17th and 18th. It's called Black Business Women Rock.
Yes,
it's an expo.
Yes, Natalie.
I think you should check it out, because your work, your artwork, and everything else that you do could fit into that. So I'd say check it out. I'm going to be there on both days. Okay. So, I'm just putting it out there.
Right.
So,
I know Natalie.
Yeah.
I know her.
So it's something to consider.
And that's a great segue into our event. So I want everybody to know that you're invited to the Bella Network second annual Women's Leadership Conference. It's November 3rd through the 5th at the Hilton Gardens Inn in El Segundo. Who should attend? Career women, entrepreneurial women, doctors and dentists and attorneys and judges. And I'm one of the speakers, and I'm also the MC on Saturday. It's an amazing event. It's 20 coaches coming together and to speak in each one of our specialties. So you can go to thebellonetwork.com to get your ticket. You can call Miss Alicia Matson. She actually has been a co-host on the show a couple of times. So you can call, go to thebellonetwork.com, and there's a number of packages that are available. You can do 2 days. You can do the whole conference. I think the whole conference is $5.95. But then there's Saturday and Sunday that's available. And then afterwards, we're there. It's like a whole week. We're doing vending. There's a vendor on Friday night, and you'll get to meet and speak with the coaches personally. Saturday, we got comedy going on. We're going to have comedy back at Alicia's, and we're bringing in some female comedians, and we're going to laugh. And then on Sunday, you can also come to the Sunday panel, which we will have 4 men that are speaking on behalf of the women.
Oh,
and we've been instructed to behave ourselves.
Oh, no.
And so that they don't feel like they're in going to be attacked. But we have Daryl Brown from U.S. Bank. We have who else is there? I think Daryl Brown from U.S. Bank and
Victor Parker. Is Victor Parker?
No, Victor Parker's not part of.
You're trying to get the guy from Punch TV. Also,
yeah,
right?
we sent him over. I sent him over a letter, so we're waiting.
Has he acknowledged?
Not yet. I just sent it yesterday, so we'll see whether he's there. But it's a great event. This is the second one. I met the most incredible women. I was asked last year. I didn't know anybody. They just called me and asked me would I speak on collaboration and networking, and I did. And I have become friends with these amazing women.
Awesome.
And I mean, we have chemists. We have a young lady that was one of the hidden figures. She was in aerospace and on the West Coast. There's one that has 4 patents with Mattel.
Wow.
Alicia is a chemist for Northrop. So some amazing women.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. And then the other event that's coming up is the Crenshaw Area Small Business Workshop, preparing your business for financial sustainability and success after the construction is done on Crenshaw. So that's October 30th. That's Monday. Yeah. The workshops will be offered at 2 convenient times. The first session is from 11:30 to 1:30 on Monday morning, and session 2 is from 5:30 to 7:30. They're going to be talking about budgeting and forecasting and revenue strategies, credit and financial road mapping, and sustainability resources. It is being held at the Crenshaw Chamber of Commerce at 3701 Stalker Street, Suite 306, Los Angeles, California. And you can call, and I'll put this in the description box on the show, Lisa Guiden at 310-644-2500 in order to get your tickets. This is sponsoring with Sharon.
Yeah,
Business Resource Group and City National Bank and U.S. Bank. So you guys, it's a free workshop, so you want to go and show up.
And with that being said, we are at the top of the hour. We're at the end of the show. Another remarkable show.
I think so.
Awesome.
I had fun.
Yeah, we laughed the first whole session. I don't even think we had any questions. We just laughed.
Therapy for us. That was therapy. We needed that.
Good.
And then we're going to go see Doc and find out what we need to do.
Yes. So we want to thank Ardina Brooks for being on the show today. Ardina Brooks from Ardina Design.
Designed
by Ardina. And we want to also thank Dr. Askia.
Milwaukee.
And I can't say the last name, so I won't even mess it up. And we're definitely going to come visit you and try to get our balance in order. So this has been the Business Zone
with Crystal and Gilbert.
And we'll see you guys next week at 3.
Okay, have a happy Halloween, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operations solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.